Dan Ellison with the Dan Ellison Real Estate Team here at Keller Williams. Today we are going to be talking about contingency periods and what that means to you during the escrow period. So we are going to be talking about the three contingencies that we're going to look at when we get into escrow. Contingency number one is the inspection contingency period. That contingency period allows the buyer to do all of their investigations, meaning a home inspection, a pest inspection, a roof inspection, any inspection that they want that would make them feel comfortable moving forward with the property, as well as review all of the documents and disclosures that the seller provides to that buyer, which they are required to do in California within 7 days of accepting that contract. So that just gives the buyer the time to do their due diligence, feel comfortable and confident that they are getting the property that they first wrote an offer on. And that normally, that contingency period is 17 days. It can be shortened. And normally we ask the buyer to reduce that to about 12 days just because it doesn't take that long to go through the paperwork and do inspections. And at that point, the contingency is removed. They're not doing any inspections. That's the biggest hurdle of them all. The second contingency that is to be looked at is the appraisal contingency, and that really has to do with the lender. The lender knows that they're doing a loan on a property and they hire a third-party appraiser to go out and do evaluation on the house to make sure that the offer that the buyer wrote on the house and got into contract on, that the house is actually worth that much money, so that the bank feels comfortable and confident they're doing a loan and they're holding that to that asset, right? So every once in a while, an appraiser could appraise a home lower than what the contract price is, and at that point you're at another negotiation spot. So let's say you got into contract at $400,000 and the appraiser appraised the home at $390,000. So a couple things can happen. Either the buyer can bring cash to close the difference between $390,000 and $400,000. The seller can reduce the price from $400,000 to $390,000, or there could be a meeting in the middle, which means maybe the seller reduces it by $5,000, the buyer brings $5,000, or maybe the deal falls apart. But those are kind of the things that happen. It doesn't happen a lot. Most of the time, if you're pricing your home right, then it should be fine. It should appraise just great. And that appraisal contingency is 17 days per the contract. It can be adjusted, but that's just standard. The last one is a loan contingency removal, and that just means the lender has gotten all of the documents that they needed from the buyer. They got their bank statements, they got their taxes, and they got their W-2s, verified employment, all the things that a lender needs to collect and all the information. They have done that and they feel comfortable and confident that that buyer is good to go. Then they say, give the okay to release that loan contingency. And normally that loan contingency happens at 21 days after acceptance of the contract. So those are the three main contingencies that we're looking at monitoring to make sure that the buyer's doing what they need to do to move the ball forward. And if there's a problem, then it comes up and we negotiate it, but most of the time things go through smoothly. So hope that was informative for you. If you have any questions, want any other topics that you specifically would like to learn about, please feel free to reach out. Let me know how I could help. I'm happy to share my knowledge with you. Hope you have a great day.